Wrapping up the fourth and final nuclear security summit, U.S. President Barack Obama highlighted the achievements made by the international community since the first summit 6 years ago. Now, he also expressed his hope that global efforts will continue beyond his presidency to make the world safe from nuclear threats.
More needs to be done to prevent the proliferation of nuclear and other radioactive materials. The joint communiqué issued by more than 50 world leaders at the fourth and final Nuclear Security Summit declared that global efforts must go on beyond the summit. Major commitments were made throughout the day by key participant countries. President Park Geun-hye pledged South Korea's support toward international cooperation as the host of the upcoming International Atomic Energy Agency Nuclear Security Conference. She also promised to assist the IAEA's measures against cyber terrorism. The United States made its first declaration in a decade of its stockpile of highly enriched uranium, or HEU, and South America was declared completely free of the material in a White House document released on Friday. Germany and Japan also promised to reduce their stockpiles. These achievements were lauded by US President Barack Obama, but he also brought to light the challenges that remain.
I'm the first to acknowledge the great deal of work that remains, from negotiating further reductions with Russia to dealing with North Korea's nuclear program.
North Korea's nuclear program, though not an official agenda, was a hot topic throughout the summit and at talks on the sidelines. Along with growing fears of nuclear terrorist attacks, world leaders emphasized the need for continual joint efforts to resolve such threats to nuclear security through an international system of treaties, institutions, norms and practices. The first Nuclear Security Summit in 2010 was the brainchild of US President Obama, with the first meeting taking place in Washington, followed by the Seoul Summit in 2012 and in 2014 in The Hague. And now, 6 years later, the curtain has come down on the final summit in the city where it all began. Mark Broom, Arirang News.